Have you ever felt completely exhausted after spending time with someone you care about? Emotional drain is more than just feeling tired. It's a persistent sense of depletion that lingers long after the conversation ends. In healthy relationships, both people feel supported and energized, even during tough times. But when you notice that your energy is constantly being sapped, it's a sign that something isn't right. Recognizing this feeling is the first step toward understanding whether your relationship is nurturing or draining. Let's explore how to identify these signs and what they might mean for your well-being. One of the most telling signs of a draining relationship is a recurring pattern of negativity. This could be constant criticism, frequent arguments, or a general sense of dissatisfaction that never seems to go away. If you find yourself dreading interactions or feeling anxious about what might happen next, it's important to pay attention. These patterns can slowly erode your self-esteem and make you question your own worth. Understanding these negative cycles can help you decide if it's time to take a step back and evaluate the relationship's impact on your mental health. In a healthy relationship, both partners maintain their sense of self and continue to grow as individuals. However, if you notice that you're losing touch with your own interests, values, or goals, it could be a sign that the relationship is taking more than it's giving. Maybe you've stopped pursuing hobbies you once loved, or you feel pressure to change who you are to please your partner. This loss of individuality can leave you feeling empty and disconnected from yourself, making it harder to find joy in the relationship or in life. Relationships thrive on mutual effort and understanding. If you're always the one reaching out, making plans, or trying to resolve conflicts, it can feel like you're carrying the entire weight of the relationship. This imbalance can lead to resentment and frustration over time. It's important to notice if your partner is equally invested in maintaining the connection. When the effort is one-sided, it's a clear indication that the relationship may not be sustainable in the long run. Emotional manipulation can be subtle, but its effects are profound. This might look like guilt-tripping, gaslighting, or making you feel responsible for your partner's happiness. Over time, these tactics can make you doubt your own feelings and reality. If you often feel confused or guilty for things that aren't your fault, it's a red flag. Recognizing manipulation is crucial for protecting your emotional health and deciding whether it's time to walk away. Support is the foundation of any strong relationship. When you share your dreams, struggles, or achievements, your partner should be there to encourage and uplift you. If you notice that your partner dismisses your feelings, ignores your needs, or fails to celebrate your successes, it can leave you feeling isolated and undervalued. This lack of support can be especially draining, making it difficult to feel secure or appreciated in the relationship. Feeling anxious or on edge around your partner is not normal in a healthy relationship. If you're constantly worried about saying the wrong thing or upsetting your partner, it's a sign that the relationship is taking a toll on your mental health. This ongoing anxiety can affect other areas of your life, making it hard to relax or focus on what matters to you. Recognizing this pattern is an important step toward reclaiming your peace of mind. Everyone wants to feel valued in their relationships. If your efforts go unnoticed or your contributions are taken for granted, it can be incredibly discouraging. Over time, feeling unappreciated can erode your confidence and make you question your worth. It's important to recognize when your needs for appreciation and acknowledgement are not being met, as this can be a major source of emotional drain. Trust is essential for any relationship to flourish. When trust is broken, whether through lies, betrayal, or repeated disappointments, it can be nearly impossible to rebuild. If you find yourself constantly doubting your partner or feeling suspicious, it's a sign that the foundation of your relationship is crumbling. Without trust, emotional safety disappears and the relationship becomes a source of stress rather than comfort. Draining relationship doesn't just affect your emotions, it can also take a toll on your physical health. You might notice that you're more tired than usual, have trouble sleeping, or experience headaches and other stress-related symptoms. Mentally, you may feel foggy, unmotivated, or unable to concentrate. These signs of exhaustion are your body's way of telling you that something needs to change. Healthy relationships respect personal boundaries. If your partner repeatedly crosses lines you've set, whether it's about your time, space, or values, it's a sign of disrespect. Over time, ignoring your boundaries can make you feel powerless and resentful. It's important to stand firm and recognize when your boundaries are not being honored, as this can be a major factor in emotional drain. Relationships should bring joy and fulfillment, even during challenging times. If you find that you no longer look forward to spending time with your partner, or that your relationship feels more like a chore than a source of happiness, it's a clear sign that something is wrong. Losing joy in your relationship can affect your overall outlook on life and make it difficult to stay motivated. Draining relationship can sometimes lead to isolation from friends and family. You might find yourself withdrawing from social activities or feeling embarrassed to share what's really going on. This isolation can make you feel even more alone and dependent on your partner, which only increases the emotional toll. Staying connected to your support network is crucial for maintaining your well-being. If you constantly feel like you have to watch what you say or do to avoid upsetting your partner, you're likely walking on eggshells. This kind of environment is emotionally exhausting and can make you feel anxious and insecure. Over time, it becomes difficult to express yourself honestly, which further damages the relationship and your sense of self. Promises are the glue that hold relationships together. When promises are repeatedly broken, it sends a message that your needs and feelings don't matter. This pattern can lead to disappointment and a loss of faith in your partner. If you notice that apologies are frequent but changes are rare, it's a sign that the relationship may not be able to meet your needs. Sometimes, the fear of being alone keeps us in relationships that are no longer healthy. It's natural to want companionship, but staying in a draining relationship out of fear can be more damaging in the long run. Facing this fear and learning to enjoy your own company is an important step toward making empowered decisions about your relationships. Draining relationship can chip away at your self-worth. If you find yourself doubting your abilities, questioning your value, or feeling undeserving of love, it's time to take a closer look at the relationship's impact. Healthy relationships build you up while unhealthy ones tear you down. Recognizing this difference is key to protecting your self-esteem. Personal growth is an important part of any relationship. If you feel like you're stuck in the same place, unable to pursue new opportunities or develop as a person, it's a sign that the relationship may be holding you back. A supportive partner encourages your growth, while a draining one may discourage or even sabotage your progress. Blame can be toxic in any relationship. If your partner constantly blames you for problems or refuses to take responsibility for their actions, it creates an unhealthy dynamic. This pattern can make you feel guilty and responsible for things beyond your control, adding to your emotional burden. Open and honest communication is the lifeblood of any relationship. When communication breaks down, misunderstandings and resentment can quickly build. If you find that conversations are superficial or that important topics are avoided, it's a sign that the relationship is no longer providing the connection you need. A healthy relationship should make you feel free, not trapped. If you feel like you can't leave or that you're stuck in a situation that makes you unhappy, it's a sign that the relationship is draining you. Feeling trapped can lead to hopelessness and make it difficult to see a way out. Your values are a core part of who you are. If you find yourself compromising your beliefs or doing things that go against your principles to keep the peace, it's a sign that the relationship is unhealthy. Over time, sacrificing your values can lead to regret and a loss of self-respect. Emotional safety means feeling secure enough to express your thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment or retaliation. If you feel unsafe or afraid to be yourself, the relationship is not providing the support you need. Emotional safety is essential for intimacy and trust to grow. Every relationship has conflicts, but how they're handled makes all the difference. If issues are never resolved or keep resurfacing, it can create a cycle of frustration and disappointment. Unresolved conflicts drain your energy and make it hard to move forward together. Intimacy is about more than just physical closeness, it's about emotional connection and vulnerability. If you feel distant from your partner or notice a lack of affection, it's a sign that the relationship is losing its spark. Loss of intimacy can make you feel lonely, even when you're together. Money issues can put a strain on any relationship, but when financial stress becomes a constant source of conflict, it can be especially draining. Disagreements about spending, saving, or financial priorities can create tension and resentment, making it hard to feel secure together. Jealousy and controlling behavior can quickly turn a relationship toxic. If your partner tries to control who you see, what you do, or how you spend your time, it's a major red flag. These behaviors stem from insecurity and can make you feel suffocated and powerless. Having shared goals and dreams helps couples stay connected and motivated. If you and your partner are moving in different directions or can't agree on what you want for the future, it can create a sense of distance and uncertainty. Lack of shared goals can make it hard to build a life together. Being heard and understood is a basic human need. If you feel like your partner doesn't listen to you or dismisses your concerns, it can be deeply hurtful. Over time, feeling unheard can lead to frustration and a sense of invisibility in the relationship. Frequent emotional outbursts, whether anger, tears, or frustration, can be a sign that the relationship is under too much strain. These outbursts often stem from unresolved issues and can make it difficult to maintain a sense of stability and peace. Mutual respect is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship. If respect is lost, whether through insults, contempt, or disregard for boundaries, it's difficult to rebuild. Loss of respect can quickly turn a relationship toxic and make it impossible to feel safe or valued. If you find yourself constantly trying to make up for your partner's shortcomings or going above and beyond to keep the peace, you may be overcompensating. This can be exhausting and unsustainable, leading to burnout and resentment over time. Red flags are warning signs that something is wrong in a relationship. Ignoring these signs can lead to bigger problems down the road. It's important to trust your instincts and pay attention to behaviors that make you uncomfortable or unhappy. Apologies are essential for healing and moving forward. If your partner never apologizes or refuses to acknowledge their mistakes, it can create a sense of injustice and resentment. Without accountability, it's hard to rebuild trust or feel secure in the relationship. When you've tried everything and nothing seems to improve, it's natural to feel hopeless. This sense of despair can make it hard to see a way forward or believe that things will ever get better. Recognizing this feeling is important for deciding whether it's time to walk away. Emotional stress often shows up in physical ways. You might notice headaches, stomach issues, or other unexplained symptoms that seem to get worse when you're around your partner. Paying attention to these physical signs can help you understand the true impact of the relationship on your health. Planning for the future is a sign of commitment and hope. If you and your partner avoid talking about the future or can't agree on what comes next, it's a sign that the relationship may not have a strong foundation. Without shared plans, it's hard to feel secure or excited about what's ahead. Guilt can be a powerful emotion in relationships. If you constantly feel guilty for your feelings, needs, or actions, it's a sign that the relationship dynamic is unhealthy. Overwhelming guilt can keep you stuck and prevent you from making decisions that are best for you. A draining relationship can sap your motivation for other areas of life. You might find it hard to focus on work, hobbies, or personal goals. This loss of motivation is a sign that the relationship is taking up too much emotional space and leaving little room for your own growth. Healthy relationships involve working through disagreements and finding solutions together. If conflicts are ignored or left unresolved, it can create a buildup of resentment and frustration. Without conflict resolution, the relationship becomes a source of ongoing stress. Feeling invisible in a relationship is a painful experience. If your needs, opinions, or feelings are consistently overlooked, it can make you feel unimportant and disconnected. Everyone deserves to feel seen and valued by their partner. Fun and laughter are important parts of any relationship. If you can't remember the last time you enjoyed being with your partner or shared a genuine laugh, it's a sign that the relationship has become too heavy. Rediscovering joy is essential for a healthy connection. Your needs matter just as much as your partner. If you consistently put your own needs aside to keep the peace or avoid conflict, it's a sign that the relationship is unbalanced. Over time, ignoring your needs can lead to resentment and emotional exhaustion. Everyone needs personal space to recharge and reflect. If your partner doesn't respect your need for alone time or tries to control every aspect of your life, it can be suffocating. Lack of personal space is a clear sign that the relationship is not healthy. Deciding to walk away from a draining relationship is never easy. It takes courage to put your well-being first and choose a path that leads to healing and growth. Remember, you deserve a relationship that uplifts and supports you. Trust yourself to make the decision that's right for you and know that brighter days are ahead.